Y'all, so we using my phone now because that iPad, something wrong with that iPad. It don't want to stream no more. But I'm gonna wait a little bit for y'all to come back in, and we can't hear music now, so it's okay. Thank you. Like I said, okay, yes. I'm about to screenshot this. Mm. I'm about to screenshot it because look. I'm like, all right, so thank you. Okay, so we back. We back. We back. Okay, so now let me finish telling y'all the story. So I think I was at the part where he started talking about what I need to be doing and talking about buying this. I said all of that is for when I get a warehouse. I've already thought about that. This is my business. You know what I'm saying? I've thought about all that. I'm gonna have to get a warehouse and have employees do that the same way Jeff Bezos does it, or anybody else that got a lot of orders and a big inventory. But right now, I have a company that I've been using since 2019 to print up my journals that I love working with. So, boys, shut up. And then, like, it's like he kept trying to redirect the conversation to whatever it is he wanted to talk about, and still ain't bought a journal. So then let me tell y'all how he started exposing his hand even more. So remember he said my journal was too expensive. Okay, so after him end up saying, my journals was too expensive, why did he tell me the journals? This was after, I ended up meeting up with him to kind of go over more the numbers for if I sold two journals, if I sold three. Like I was talking to him about that, but he kept trying to redirect the conversation to things that he wanted to talk about in between me trying to do business. And I don't like people that do that. If I'm focused on business, quit trying to talk about throwing in your little condescending, hateful ass comments. Then quit throwing in your agenda when it comes to what you want out of a woman. I didn't come over here to talk about that. I don't talk to you about that because I don't care about that. I'm not on that. Don't want that. You're not reading the room. You're not checking my tone. You don't understand your place. I don't like you in that way. So we sitting here talking about my journals again, and like I said, he still ain't bought one. He still ain't bought a journal. So he goes and says, you know, what he say? Your journal reminded me of a time when I was first getting into buying a house and I needed something, because I didn't have it and I needed something that was just small and on the go. That's what it reminded me of. And so I'm thinking in my head, I didn't say this, but I'm thinking in my head, like, duh, that's why I made them. So my idea, you get it. You just mad because you didn't come up with it. You're just mad. You got something in you has a resentment towards the fact that I came up with a brilliant idea and I'm believing in it and I'm going for it. And he still haven't bought a journal. Still ain't bought one. And so then he starts talking about in like the silent moments, he starts talking about why he still, why he, cuz a while ago, like probably a whole year ago, we was hanging out like just cool. But he started bringing that up. And I'm like, I ain't talked to you in how long? I don't care about that. I don't even think about you in that way. Like you know what I'm saying? I don't want a relationship right now. And he just kept bringing that up. And then I'm thinking in my head, like, you so busy worried about your agenda. I'm not like that. When I got an agenda, I'm focused on what I need. I noticed that every time, you know, I go in with my mindset on something, somebody wants to sway my intent. And that means for me, if you a man and you talking to me about what you want in a woman, like you already don't got me because I'm trying to sell you my merchandise and you still ain't bought nothing. And it's only $20. Then he starts showing me, okay, so then he starts showing me his he got 2 jet skis. And I said, have you been on your jet skis yet? You know, I said, me and my sister and my mama, we went and got on the boat a couple days ago. Not a couple days ago, but like last month. And I got on one another time, and he like, no, I haven't rode them all year. And then start talking about how his tags on his jet skis is $600 a year. But my journals is too expensive, but you got $600 a year to waste on some jet skis that's sitting in your garage that you not gonna ride on, that you ain't gonna use. Then he start bringing up how I ain't gonna disclose his finances, but his daddy's business is they're millionaires. They're millionaires. And he's telling me about a $20 journal and then starts trying to expose his hand about what type of woman he want and this, and that. But you ain't spending no money. I'm grown. And I got a business. Real men invest in their woman business. So that's how I know you looking at me like beneath, or you're trying to project some type of, because I'm not coming off flirtatious. And men do this a lot when it comes to business. If you're not flirtatious with them, if you're not validating what it is that they want, you know, they want to find ways to pick at your self-esteem by trying to basically withhold something of value from you. And I'm not no fucking kid. I know when somebody's doing that. You're doing that because you're insecure. And so then he invited me to a baseball game, and he was like, and this is all he doing all this after not buying a journal, trying to micromanage a business he don't got shit to do with. All I'm doing is asking you mathematical information. I didn't ask for your unsolicited advice on how I operate my fucking business. Then he gonna ask me to a baseball game and after disclosing all the money he's wasting and all the money that his family's earning, and gonna ask me if he go pay for the tickets. Mind you, like I said, he's 19 years older than me. If he pay for the tickets, will I buy the food? No. No. First of all, the way I see it, you had 19 years of your life to be financially stable. You should never date a young woman and think she finna pay you any fucking thing. And that's how I know, like I said, the way he's entitled. He's probably, and the way that he's looking at me is not a way that a man that want me is looking. And like I said, this is why I move how I move, and I don't give a fuck. I just seen something that says, first of all, God give you whatever you want. God give me whatever I want and whatever my heart desire. That's my Father. That is who loves me. That's who values me. If you're not projecting that type of energy and love towards me, don't ever talk to me about a relationship. Don't ever talk to me about a relationship. I'm not dating no man that don't look at me how God look at me and how God told him to look at me. You're not looking at me like that, and I had to let him know what it was. But like I said, this post just said a man will never appreciate you. A man will never appreciate a good woman when he has bad intentions. And he has bad intentions. You know what I'm saying? That's how I view it. Bad intentions is trying to devalue or dehumanize somebody. He gonna call me, what's the word that motherfucker used? Chintzy. And when I looked the word up, it said cheap and of poor value. And you asked me as my elder, and a grown man at that whose family is millionaires, who waste $600 a year on and that ain't even counting the rest of the money that you waste. You asked me out and then asked me to pay for food if you buy tickets. Who's really Chinksley? Whatever the fuck word he said. It could not be me. It can't be me. I'm over here talking about business and I'm over here with creativity and ideas and all this to offer and this good energy, and I'm a beautiful woman, no children, no baggage, and you telling me I'm Chinksley. I looked the word up in his face and I told him about himself, because no, I'm not. You are that. And I had to let him know I came over here for business. You still haven't bought a journal, but you got everything else to talk about. You want to talk about the type of woman you want. You want to invite somebody on dates. You want to talk about how I need to operate my business. And you haven't even spent $20. You want to talk about the money your family is earning, but you haven't even spent $20 on a journal for my business. You haven't even bought 5 of them. You ain't even bought 10 of them. All the money you wasting. And then you call me a word to try to devalue me or insult me, like that's gonna make me feel guilty. Like I'ma feel. I think a lot of dudes, they insult you to try to make you question yourself, your self-worth, and they want you to feel guilty for not being who they want you to be. I don't give a fuck. And that's on my life, I don't. You cannot pay me to give a fuck. Sir, you need help. And I'm just looking at, and it's crazy because a lot of these dudes, they think that they opinion of you is sitting in your head when it's not. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. You're not feeding me. You're not even respecting me. So why would I care about what you think about me? You're treating me as how you probably view yourself. I don't have to accept that. Reject, reject, reject. And so I thought about that and I'm just like, I had to let it be known. Like I said, I wasn't going to say nothing at first, but I'm like, nah, I'm going to just let him know what it is, because he needs to understand that I mean business. And I'm not over here to talk about what you want to talk about. I don't give a fuck how much you want to talk about it. And I know exactly what's on your mind. I had to let him know I'm not a fun girl. I'm not that. I don't care. I'm not that. I'm dead serious about my fucking business. And when you disrespect my business, you disrespecting me, and I cut you off. No questions asked. Because my business, that's my passion. It ain't just about the the business. It's about, this is a creative idea and a path and a passion that I have and a purpose that I feel like that I'm supposed to fulfill. And you disrespecting all that, stomping all over it and trying to disrespect me even as a woman and a human being by telling me that I am Chinsley because I don't want to pay for no grown 19 years older than me ass man food at a dusty ass baseball game. I don't even eat that food while you talking, sir. I don't eat that. I barely eat takeout. While you talking, you need to be getting to know me. You don't need to be, and don't be trying to figure out if I'm generous or not. I'm generous just by even talking to you right now. Fuck are you talking about? Being in my presence is generous enough. My time is money. Just like he value his time, I value mine. And I got a standard. And I don't give a fuck. And bringing up, what your agenda is and what you want. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cuss. But I'm gonna say a couple of cuss words every now and again. I didn't mean to play that. But I'm gonna say a few cuss words every now and again. But it was just like, and then on top of that, he still ain't bought a journal. But I'm Chinsley. But you just told me your family is millionaires and y'all don't got, and you ain't gonna give me $20 on one of my journals. Now, he did offer to buy a machine so I can do all the work myself. But no, what the fuck? Hell no, I'm not about to sit and do all that when I can go. It's called drop shipping. The fuck? I'm not about to do that. That's how I know. And then my thing is, if you really interested in my business, you will sit down and say, where your business plan at? Let me see your business plan. That's how a real man gonna do it. Let me see your business plan. What's your financial projections or sales projections? What are your business goals for the next 5 years? What are you focused on? What is your business routine like? Let me see how, and then let me see how I can help. Let me make your job easier. You want to buy me a machine to make my job harder, and I'm a college student. I already got a company that I go through that got a whole warehouse right now. And until I get in a position to where I can have that, even when it does happen, I'm not about to use no machine and be doing that. I'm a whole architect. I'm going to do that. I'm going to sit and do that before I sit and make a journal. I'm going to go get a 3D printer and print stuff up quick. Let the machine do it quickly, where I do digital rendering and go on the computer and put something in there and the machine work for me. I'm not doing no no hard labor like that. I don't understand what part of that, what part of that he wasn't getting. And why he would even suggest something like that when he's a millionaire, when he can just fund what I need. But no, what it is, a lot of people like him, they like having control. They want you to stroke their ego. They want you to give in and give them something so they can. And then even if you do give them something, they still ain't going to treat you right. And they probably still ain't going to give you no damn money to do what you need to do. So, boy, I'm not giving you shit. No more time to talk to me. No more nothing. You are officially cut off for good. And I had already cut him off once before because I don't understand why dudes think I'm polite off of the strength that I'm a good person. But I'm not flirting with you. I don't like you. I'm not flirting. I don't flirt. I handle business. I negotiate. I don't flirt because, for one, why would I flirt with you and you not even courting me? You're not courting like a real man. I'm not flirting with you. You're not my husband. We have not had a conversation about being in a relationship. So my head is not wired around that thought or that agenda. I don't know how to understand. I don't know how to break it to you, but usually in my mind, it takes a lot for me to even consider a relationship. It takes a lot. You know what I mean? You have to, it takes a lot. You have to definitely be a provider. That's out the gate. You have to have a provider mentality. You have to see me and think, I want to take care of her. It's not that I'm not able to take care of myself, because I am. But as a man, we're not going to disregard what the Bible say about men and their role in a woman's life. But as a man, my expectation is that you automatically want to provide for me and respect me and take care of me, because you're thinking she's going to one day have my children. She's going to be a part of my household, a part of my life. We're going to share this space together for a long period of time. I have to be respectful to her. I have to get to know her. I'm not about to keep on getting to know these niggas. I'm not doing that. They want you to get to know them. They want you to be their emotional support. They want you to do this and do that, and then they don't even give you nothing in return. No, thank you. No, thank you. Like I told him, no, thank you. How's that for being polite and respectful? No, and thank you. Told you like it was without being disrespectful and calling you or calling you low class like you tried to call me. I said all that without telling you that you was that directly, by letting you know I don't like you. I'm talking about business. You talked about everything and still ain't bought a journal. You trying to play me like I'm some type of fun girl, and you also trying to gaslight me into being confused about where I stand in my own existence. Like, no, thank you. You can't do that. I done been through way too much, seen way too much, survived way too much, and I'm still standing today. And I've been working hard on myself to let a nigga come up in my space and try to delegate how I should feel about myself and how I should move when it comes to my dreams. I'm not saying I'm not open to ideas. I'm not saying I'm not open to suggestions. But you ain't even bought a journal, but you got all these demands and all these requests and all these suggestions. I'm not listening to you. I'm already irritated. Just by you keep talking and you still ain't bought a $20 journal, but you throwing out your family's millionaires. And then telling me my price too high. And I need to get a Walmart strategy. I'm not fucking Walmart. And I'm like, do you go tell Louis Vuitton and Christian Louboutin and Chanel and all these high luxury, high-end, high fashion luxury brands or IKEA or Restoration Hardware? Are you telling them their prices is too high? And if you do, guess what? They're gonna tell you what I'm telling you. You're not my target audience. Go find somebody else to be cheap with. The fuck? That's how that go. Don't nobody gotta bend their price to support you, and you probably only gonna shop with them probably one time. You not even, and like I told him, I said, my paying customers, I take their advice because they paying me. Oh, y'all want what design of a journal? I got you on that. Y'all want what new product? One of my she wasn't a customer, but her friend was a customer, but she was like, I think you should start selling little note cards too. Which I'm gonna consider that in the future, because I do plan on opening up a big, journal boutique. Cause I love journals. I love writing. I do that a lot. I'm a writer. I love writing. I love reading. I just love it. So I'm gonna open up a big journal store. Yes, I am. And I don't care who think it's a silly idea. That's not my business. All I know is I got an idea in my brain and I'm going to see it to fruition. Period. Point blank. And I've already, and all it take, and I say that this for anybody, all it really takes is for you to see one person support your vision, for you to keep going. You don't need, because eventually more people come, but the validation, because you do like to get external validation. But like I said, I didn't have people give me $100 just for one journal. It was a point in time my journals was $8 and I was getting tipped just a $20 bill. And I'm like, you want the change? Customers was like, nah, keep it. So when I'm charging $20 now, it's no difference. And then we're in inflation now, so $20 is like spending $5. So really, that's $5. So what? $20 is nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I don't let people like that get it. It bothers me because it's the audacity that you have, and it's the fact that you're trying to fake and pretend like you're supporting me, but you're throwing rocks, hiding your hand, and you're being condescending, and you're trying to also slide in your agenda without pleasing me to the 100,000%. I'm not in that era or that stage. I don't know why people think, I don't know what they think. I don't care. That's not my business what you think about me. I'm thinking about me. I'm thinking about what God think about me. I love myself. I don't have to settle for what you talking about. I don't know why people want to test your self-esteem. Like, why is that even a thing? That's why I said people are literally distractions. And that's why even, I didn't have no problem, discussing my business ideas. And he was even like, I like your, I showed him my commercial for my journals. He was like, I like that. And didn't acknowledge that I'm the one creating all this. So to me, he's coming off like a hater on the under. And it's some dudes, and I've dealt with that a lot from dudes. When I worked at the Boys and Girls Club, they was mad because I got to be doing what I wanted. I got to teach arts and crafts. I got to teach dance to the girls. I got to have a lot more fun than them. So a lot of the dudes, they was hating like bitches. And that's why I'm not in no rush to get in no relationship. I'm not in no rush. I'm not in a rush to get in a relationship, and I'm not in a rush to make friends. I'm not in a rush for none of that. If it come, it come. But right now, I'm focused on me. I've been in my Bible. You can't get me out of that. That's the serenity. That's the peace of mind. That's the clarity. You know what I mean? I'm in my Bible. I'm talking to God and Jesus himself. And if you ain't on that same type of time and you ain't talking to God about me and you ain't, trying to treat me the way God's telling you that I should be treated, I'm not wasting my time. I'm not deaf, dumb, and blind to the bush. I'm not worried about that. I'm not I'm not worried about it. And the people that's, trying to be naysayers and trying to be in my way, I'm not even worried about y'all. Y'all gonna be doing that for no reason. Because once my mind, and that's with anybody, once somebody's mind is set on what it is they want, you cannot sway them. The only thing you're doing when you try to sway them is making them stronger in their focus and actually reminding them why they don't want to talk to you. You're actually doing them a favor because you're showing them that you're not good for them. You're showing them that you are in the way. And usually people that's focused and they on a mission, when they see that you in their way and you not helping them or and you trying to stop what they got going on, then they cut you off. And then you looking dumb because you like, well, why did they do that? It's because you didn't respect them. You didn't support them. Don't nobody care. Don't nobody need somebody that's going to be in their intimate circle always trying to be a naysayer. I'm not saying you gotta always be a yes, no, yes, yes. I mean a yes man, but to be a naysayer when somebody got an idea, when you have business meetings with somebody and you suggest certain things, it's a way you say it, it's how you say it, and sometimes what you say too. But most of the time you can tell when somebody is saying something and giving you a rebuttal because they can't believe you're actually as brilliant and capable as you are. You get what I'm saying? There's a difference. There's a difference versus somebody who's curious to know, have you thought out this, and that? Because instead of them always suggesting something, they're asking you questions. They're more inquisitive than they are forthright with unsolicited advice. I didn't ask for all that. I had one specific request from you, and that's to help me with mathematics and percentages because I've already done the creative part, the creative marketing part for my business. I have the ideas. I have the LLC. I have the plans. I have the financial projections. You ain't curious about none of that. Ain't asked none of that because that's none of your fucking business. I didn't ask you for that. You not even hired in my business. If you want to be my business partner, there's a different way you approach that. And like I said, it's with money, sponsorship, investing, buying the products. That's how you do that. That's how any company do. Any investor gonna do that, even an angel investor. So I'm just like, I'm gonna need people to get it in their head, especially dudes. I'm not interested in you. I don't care if you think I'm cute. I don't care if you think I'm smart. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you think I know it all. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I don't. And I need y'all to understand, a lot of women don't give a fuck what y'all think. Because first of all, why are y'all even thinking about a woman that is not even considering thinking about you in a way that you're thinking about her? You need to get your priorities together and think about something else instead of worrying about a grown woman who's trying to live her life, live her dreams, and be her best self. That's none of your fucking business, especially if you got bad intentions. Stay in your lane. Stay in your fucking tax bracket. Just like I told, and when I say tax bracket, I'm not just talking about taxes because people write out all type of stuff on their taxes and get out of paying that. But I'm not talking about that. When I say your tax bracket, I just mean literally what your affordability is. And that goes for your mental capacity, your spiritual capacity, your emotional capacity, and your financial capacity. And as a grown man out the gate, if you want to date a woman younger than you, she's not about to spend no money on your grown ass. Even if you was a young man, a grown woman, she's not going to just trick on. Some women do that. I'm not that. I don't trick on dudes. Never been that. Never will. I buy things like a gift or something if I want to. For for special occasions to show my appreciation. But that's if I want to, not because you're asking me. Because the way I see it as a man, you need to be stable enough so the woman can rely on you. I'm just extra. Period. You need to be able to stand on your own 10 and I just show up. That's how that go. And I don't care what nobody think about that. You can think whatever you want, but that's just, to me, that's how that's supposed to work, especially when you older trying to date a younger woman. And then, like I said about, I said this a couple weeks ago. A lot of dudes need to start thinking about getting a woman the way when you go apply for an apartment or something, they say, do you make 3 times the rent? You need to think like that when it comes to picking a woman. Because even if this woman, she ain't even got to be buying Birkin bags and high end with the fashion. Some women have other habits that are severely expensive. First of all, if you want to procreate with her, that's going to be an expense and expensive because you're going to have to take care of her and the baby. Who wants to be working while pregnant? No. And then for the first 5 years, it should be a normal thing for women to be able to teach their child at home and not have to work. So you need to make 3 times the rent, boo. And then back to the expenses of women. Every woman don't get high-end bags. Some women have other expensive hobbies. Some women like painting. Some women like pottery. Some women like knitting. Some women like jewelry. Some women like nice cars. Some women like cooking and eating out and delicious food. Some women like having land and gardening. Some women like their house to be nice. Some women have habits like they'll go get their nails done every week, every 2 weeks. Some women get their hair done often. Some women get massages often. Some women like going and getting IV treatments for vitamins and stuff like that. It's all types of other things that are expensive about women and not just clothes and bags and hair, like fake hair. I'm talking about women that are high maintenance on the self-care level. I'm not talking about always needing to go get fake hair, fake nails. I'm not judging that, but I'm saying I notice a lot of dudes think and associate a woman's cost with nails, fake nails, and fake hair and fake lashes. That's not all women. All women don't just spend money on that. It's some women that don't even do none of that, but they'll go get manicures. But that manicure, probably a Russian manicure, so it still probably run a good $75 for the hands, $75 for the feet, because if she throw a massage in there. Or women that like going to get facials, going to the spa, get her real hair taken care of, get the Dominican blowout. Or, women that like going into the high-end grocery stores. It ain't just fake nails, eyelashes, and weaves that women like to spend money on. Some women like traveling. Don't even get me started on that. You might get a woman that like going out of town a lot. She likes stamping up that passport. So a lot of y'all trying to get these women and thinking, oh, all she wanted is she too expensive and all they want you to do is this, and that. Okay, that's what y'all is for. The fuckers wrong with y'all? Like, why are y'all mad God designed y'all to be that way? We not running around. Well, some of us are running around kind of upset about having to carry y'all babies for 9 months and go through them bodily changes and postpartum depression and damn near dying from childbirth. And then y'all complaining about trying to be, about providing. Motherfucker, what? And y'all think somebody want to walk around here being with an ungrateful, bitter-ass man? No, the fuck they don't. Then y'all want to call a woman bitter or say she can't get a man because she got standards. Maybe she don't want to be with somebody because some women, not all, but a lot of good women sometimes do often come across the wrong type of men. And that's them men that be having bad intentions. So she might choose the wrong man and then be like, oh, I'm cool on that. But that don't mean she bitter. That just means she preferring having a peace of mind over having a headache from somebody that's not even contributing to her household, and that's a liability. Period, point blank. Don't nobody got time for liabilities around here. No, thank you. But I just wanted to get that off my chest, because even though, like, I had a fantastic 2 weeks, you know, doing, First Fridays. I accomplished so much, and I met goals that I set for myself months ago. I kept talking about it, kept talking. I'm like, I'm about to do that. I kept studying it, what I need to do to get to the next level. I was studying, and then now all of a sudden I'm living it. I'm doing it. And then I'm still bumping into this same type of man that got this same mentality. Whether he got money, whether he in a good position, that don't change. They stay the same in the head. They got the same mentality of somebody that got less than, of a dude that got less than them. They have way more material things than the next man, but still act like them in the head. So I say that because all this work I've been putting in, and I'm all happy, and it's like, that's why I'm single. I'm not about to, and I don't even waste my time even talking to dudes. I'm not about to waste my time building up my confidence and my happiness and my joy to mingle and date and casually date somebody that's unhappy and don't even come across like you don't even like women. Mad because you're a provider. Mad because that's what God designed you to do. Mad because God told you to love a woman as you would love yourself. Mad because God told you to court a woman and treat her well. I'm not about to be, I don't want to be with somebody that's mad at God. Excuse me, I will never understand that. I get being mad at God over like certain things, but to be mad at God because he designed you to be who you are, that makes no sense. None at all. And then to project that and take that out on other people. And I noticed, like I said, he was trying to project on me. And I'm in a season where you can't project, you cannot project things onto me that have nothing to do with me. What you're talking about has absolutely nothing to do with me, especially if I'm thinking ahead and you keep taking 10 steps back. Me and you not compatible. And I was talking to my mom about this the other day. I've never had a problem in relationships with a man being affectionate. I've never had a problem with spending quality time with a man in my relationships. I've never had a problem with being faithful, loyal, supportive, and a good woman in a relationship. I ain't had a problem with that. But once you show me disrespect and you show me we're not compatible, it's certain things that you say. And I'm not saying I don't forgive people, but it's just certain things I'm like, after you cross that line, I'm already in the mind like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. Because to me, it's about compatibility. The Bible say don't be unequally yoked. So if we're unequally yoked, we're not compatible. And I don't argue against incompatibility. I don't fight against that. If we're not compatible, I don't argue with that. We're just not compatible, and it's just not gonna work out. And I'm okay with that. I'm not about to sit here. That's like sitting, taking two magnets and keep on trying to bring them together, and they letting you know like, boo, this ain't happening. They going like this every time. I don't do that. That's dumb. No. What's for you should be easy. And I'm not going to say like you don't have to work through certain challenges, but it's just certain things. It's like, I'm not working through that. Right there, that's like a malfunction. To me, certain things, like emotional abuse, jealousy. I don't do jealousy. I don't do no jealous man. No, thank you. I don't like abusive men. I'm a very sensitive person. I don't care how strong I come off. I'm only strong because I have to be in order to sustain my place and position on the planet and my voice within God, because God, I have the strength through God. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, but I'm still a human and I'm still very fragile. So whatever happens to me, I still have to feel it. I still have to go, and even with happy things, I feel those too. Feel sad things, but like I said, I don't do jealous friends. I don't do jealous boyfriends or jealous partners. That's just a no thank you for me. It's a hard no. I'd rather be by myself. I like my own company. It's a lot of people that don't like who they are, but I actually like me. I've been cause I have been telling myself for a whole shoot since 2015. I was telling myself, I'ma just focus on me for about a whole year. And then I got distracted and, entertaining people with bad intentions. And since then, but now, I don't know what then dinged in my head, what then went off, but now it's like my mind is so fixated on what I want for myself as a woman. I can no longer tolerate. It's intolerable to entertain the things that are disgraceful and disrespectful to my existence. I don't care what you think about me. You don't value me, don't got nothing to do with me valuing me. And that's the biggest lesson that I've learned is if I don't value me in the way that I'm supposed to, then I'm going to allow other people's opinions and thoughts of me to control how I live. And I can't afford that. I'm up in a position, I'm up in age, and I'm up at a point where, it's supposed to get greater later, and I don't need to be going backwards. I need to keep moving forward and moving, either maintaining the movement, not necessarily, moving forward and then I got somebody to keep pulling me back this way. No, 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 no. We need to be moving like bike pedals. You know what I mean? We need to be moving like that. If it ain't moving like that and it's just at a stand, I don't even mind like coasting, but backward movement and popping the chain on the bike so it can't move no more. No, mm mm. No, you can count me out of that. Them days of playing. Yeah, you ready to? I think he is in here. I don't remember him getting out.
Oh, he is in here?
I don't know. Last time I checked, he was. Why?
Oh, he's in here, I think. Oh, he's right there hiding.
He is. Where he at?
Right there looking at me.
Nah, he fried how he just jumped like that. Because he know y'all want to play. He feeling playful.
Bro, well, whenever you're ready to watch a movie, just let me know.
I'm getting ready to get off my live in a minute.
Actually, I'm finna learn a song. And then after I'm done.
I'm not waiting on you.
Alright, well, I'm finna learn a song.
Because that's going to take all night.
Alright.
Okay. Have fun. But, yeah. I'm in a good space. And I think also, I was talking about this too because I think it's good for people to maintain a sense of awareness when it comes to how people treat you in your business. It's important for you to stand up for what you believe in, regardless if other people believe in it or not. It's not, God didn't give them the vision that he gave you. He gave it to you because he knew you was strong enough to carry it. That's why so many people is up against what you got going on. That's why you got so much oppression. You got so much of this resistance. And that's because a lot of people, they have compromised their sense of self to please other people. And they walking around mad and bitter because it's people out here who's doing what they truly love to do and happy with their life. To me, that's the sickest thing you can do. It's walk around mad at somebody who hurt God called their name and they picked up the phone and said, "Hello? You want me to do what?" That sound cool. I want to do that. That sounds amazing. Help me do it, God. In Jesus' name, you gonna help me do it? I got it. I'm gonna do it. I know if you told me, you called me, then that meant you wanted me to do it. And it's a lot of people, they might be out here, like that man got all this material stuff, but he don't even use it. And then mad because he don't got enough friends to hang out with. But look at how you talk to people. Look at how when people come to you with exciting news, how you just gotta pour your little cup of water with the last drip in it over they goddamn flame. That's why, you're not gonna ever have friends by always constantly being negative to people when they telling you things that light them up. No, nobody like being around people like that. I don't give a fuck who you is or who you think you are. Don't nobody like being around somebody that's a dream killer. Period. People like being around people who motivate them, who inspire them. If you got an idea, oh, well, damn, you got an idea. I got a skill set. What you need help with. But a lot of people, some people take advantage of good people that, when you tell them you got an idea and they got a skill set, they want you to do everything for free all the damn time. But I ain't talking about that. That's a whole nother subject. But what I'm saying is, if you know somebody got a vision and they hustling and they passionate about it, it is not your fucking job to start trying to rain on their parade. You bum bitch. You need to go find you a damn hustle or figure out how you can help make their dream come true if you ain't got a purpose. Maybe helping their dream come true might give your dumb ass purpose. How about that? And I don't mean to cuss. Yes, I did. Excuse me, God. Forgive me for that. But basically, what I'm saying is, a lot of people don't understand. You might help one part. It was I was watching the story of, it's a guy that has a Twitch account, and he was talking about how he would have never went viral on Twitch and been where he's at now if it wasn't for one girl who invited him to do a mukbang on her channel. I can't remember his name, but he was like, he always talks about it. He was just like, she asked me to do this mukbang, and then from there it just took off, and now he's YouTubing and on Twitch and got a huge following and is making money. But see, a lot of y'all won't even help somebody or participate with somebody because y'all hating. And that's prime example of old boy that won't buy one of my journals, but to tell me all the money his family making and how much money he's fucking wasting, but then to tell me my shit too expensive and it's overpriced, but then to also tell me that the idea is good because he would have benefited from the idea years ago. It's just certain things, like I said. He has internal conflict. That don't got shit to do with me. But now that you have exposed your hand and you've shown me that you deal with internal conflict, I'm keeping my distance from you because I don't want to deal with dudes or people, girls either, women, none of that. Whatever you decide you want to identify as, if you have internal issues and you're confused with who you are and what you want to do, you need to stay away from me, especially if you're the type that's confused and projecting negativity onto others. There's a difference between being confused and needing somebody to help you filter out what it is that lights and tickles your fancy, versus somebody who's confused and mad that you got it, that mad that you're confident with what you want to do, and now they want to talk about what you doing to try to throw you off your game. That's different. You know what I'm saying? And so that's really why it was important for me to say that, because I'm like, I just came back, I did all this hard ass work, and I'm actually showing this person I don't want this part. I don't need his validation because I could give a fuck. But it's the fact that people are disrespectful of work ethic. Like, you don't even have to like me. I ain't gave you no reason not to like me, but I know why you probably don't. You don't like me because you can't take advantage of me like you want to. You don't like me. That's really the main thing, is why a lot of men won't like women. Is because they can't take advantage of them like they want to. That's really the main culprit. Or the next is they jealous, which to me is the sickest thing to be of a woman, is jealous. Like, that is a man. That's nasty. You need help. Real life help. So them is the two things. Jealousy, and you're mad because you can't take advantage of this person. But one thing I will say, you ain't gotta like me, but you gonna put some respect on me, and you gonna put some respect on my work ethic. You gonna put some respect. I don't care. Period, point blank. I don't care who you think you is. I don't care what you think you got going on. The moment you disrespect me lets me know that you really ain't even about that, because a person that has integrity and dignity and some class about themselves, they're not gonna walk around disrespecting other individuals who mean well. But that's, but you think about that, and that's like basically, you have to really live in a utopian society to have collective and mutual respect, and you're just not going to get that in this society. You can find it within certain communities, but for the most part, you're not going to really get that in this society, because it's controlled. Everything is, controlled by somebody. Everything is allocated in a specific way, to where somebody got to be at the bottom in order for somebody else to be at the top. That's just the way things go in this system of things. So that's what we have to deal with. But where I'm at now, and I was gonna perform, but I'm probably I'm performing on Thursday, y'all. Cause today my sound system, I'm having technical difficulties. I gotta get this iPad fixed, because it cut off on me when I was trying to do the live stream, which is why I'm not on my microphone, which is why music ain't playing. So I gotta fix this situation with this iPad, because that's what I use primarily to host my live stream. And the phone, I don't have the proper inputs right now, and adapter pieces to use the phone as my primary you know streaming platform. So I'm gonna perform live on Thursday once I take a look at this iPad and kind of clean up the space on it and stuff like that, so it can get back to working. And I'm actually kind of irritated, because this damn program is $99 a month, and I shouldn't be going through this. But that's another thing, I think about too, is like, the moment I be needing help, but it's so hard to ask for help, because you got to deal with people that's helping and hating at the same time. You know what I'm saying? They're helping you, but also hating. I don't like that. So, like, stuff like this, trying to figure out how to get that working and get that set up. The best thing I can do for myself is actually communicate with the people I'm paying $99 a month to. I can't go to, a non-entrepreneur to help me with something. I can't do that, because going to somebody that is not an entrepreneur, they're not going to understand how much hard work I'm putting in, because they ain't built nothing from the ground up. So they can't help me unless they respect me. Catch my drift? And so that's it. But other than that, I'm proud of my hard work, my smart work. I'm proud of it. That's all that matters. My family's proud of it. My family supports me, you know. My efforts don't go unnoticed with God. God rewards me. That's the most important. Jehovah God is happy with me. Period. That's really the best validation you can ever get is when God rewards you and gives you a yes and says, I'm going to reward you because I see how hard you work and I see how dedicated you are. I see how passionate you are. And I see how devoted you are to this mission no matter what comes your way. When people talking down on you, you still going. You still got a smile on your face. And this whole time as I've been working, like I said, people been talking down on me, but I've been keeping a smile on my face. I say something and I speak my piece on it, but I keep a smile on my face because you're not in charge of my life. God is. Like, I don't care about your opinion. Why would I care about that? And you showing your hand, letting me know what type of person you are. I'm just gonna dismiss myself and you're gonna be looking dumb like, damn, she just cut me off like that. Yes, I did. Just like if I was playing with somebody, they'd cut me off. And I can't be mad because they cut me off because I did something. That's like when I got fired from a job. I wasn't mad I got fired. Why would I be mad I got fired when I knew I was finna get fired? Like, I know what I did to get fired. Now, I'm not gonna play dumb like, oh my God, why did you fire me? I don't give a damn. I know why I got fired. And even if you don't never tell me, I don't give a damn why I got fired. It's 1,010,000 jobs. It's 1,000,000 and billion trillion continents on the planet. I'm don't give a damn. The same way a job will look at you like you're disposable, they're gonna hire somebody else. That's how you need to look at a damn job unless they treat you like family. Until they give you a reason to want to be there and feel like family and they giving you good benefits and they taking care of your family, you need to look at them like, bye. Like, you don't have to look at no job like they validate, your existence, because they don't. Nobody validates your existence. God does. You being here is validation, period, from God. Like, that's it. That's all. Living another day. Being able to receive your dreams and visions. Being able to be in the right place at the right time. Being able to manifest. Being able to have the resources and have a resourceful mind. Being able to read. Being able to speak. Being able to be active. You know what I mean? All of those little small things that go unnoticed every day. Those are things to remind you that you are validated and appreciated by a higher calling and a higher power, whether you acknowledge it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I say what I say, and I don't mind telling people how I feel, because if you ever have the thought in your mind that you want to be close to me or anybody that I love, because I'm also like that with people that I love. I don't like people trying to get close to people that I love to be around me. You don't even like me or respect me, so why are you trying to be around people that love me and or people that's around me on a daily basis? You don't need to be around them either to try to get to me. I don't want you around them. I don't like you, so they're not gonna like you. Not saying it like, you know, but that's true though. I mean, they shouldn't like you. If I don't like you, cause it's hard for me to not like somebody. I've always been, since I was a child, a friendly, outgoing person. When I say friendly, I'm not saying flirtatious. When I say friendly, I mean polite. I have my RBF moments, but for the most part, I'm polite. So if I don't like you, you had to give me a reason not to like you, and you had to put a distaste in my mouth, and I had to experience you in a way that was just like, no thank you, for me to not like you, because I pretty much like people and I respect people when it comes to, like, what they have to offer and what, who they are, just off of the strength that that's what God said we're here for. You can't just go in a situation not liking somebody. You know what I mean? But having discernment is important too, because you don't want to go in a situation liking people and then turning out to not like them because you disregarded your intuition about them. So that's something too. But in any case, I'ma just wrap that up and toss that to the side and mention some good experiences that I had with my customers over the first Friday weekend and even during Fashion Week. So during Fashion Week, my customers, first of all, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, my journals, I usually, like I said, I didn't made $100 from one journal before, and $20 from one journal. And this is when my journals was $8. I was selling my journals for $8 5 years ago. So no, it was 6 years ago. But over the weekend, Fashion Week, I had one customer who, she was just, her style, she was just so fashionable, and she had this cute mini Prada bag, and it just made me look at my product differently, because I sold to a few people during Fashion Week, and all of my customers beautiful women, and nice taste, exquisite taste. But it was this one in particular, and then I'm thinking in my head, like, because I treat my journals like fashion, and I just thought about it like, I wonder, she's going to be carrying my journal in a Prada bag. That just bumped up the value of my brand. My customers are wearing my journal in an expensive bag, a luxury bag. And so then I'm just telling y'all this because as when she bought them, I already have thank you bags that I put my journals in, and it has a handle on it, and like a frosted clear bag, and she had it in that at first. By the time the night was over with, she takes, and this is what I'm saying, God is good. Like, I just, this is why I stay with the vision in my brain. You cannot pay me to think about another vision. God has been solidifying and validating the vision. I'm like, dang, she got a Prada bag. My journal finna be in a Prada bag. That's like getting your song played on the radio. You know what I mean? So the night is over with, and as she walking out, she sees me at cause my booth, my table was right at the entrance. I was the last for Thursday night. I was the last entrance at the I was the last table near the closest to the entrance. As she's leaving, I'm saying, boy, signs and symbol for the conscious mind. And this is something my daddy told me. But I'm wondering, I see her and she see me, and I'm wondering like where the clear bag went. Mind you, I was thinking in my head, like, when I gave her the clear bag, I'm like, oh, I was just imagining, because I seen her bag was so cute. I'm just imagining my journal in her bag. Y'all, she walks past. I'm looking at her. I'm like, where did her bag, like, where the little clear shopping bag go that I got her? I'm like, I know that she didn't leave her journal just sitting somewhere. Y'all, she pulled the journal. Listen, she pulls the journal out her Prada bag, and she looks at me as she's walking, and she's like, it's right here. And let me show y'all what journal she got. So she got the flower power. No, this ain't flower power. She got the two fly. So this is the two fly with the butterflies. And it was so befitting because sis was too fly. Like, outfit was on fleek. Everything about her was just chic, sophisticated, high end. Okay. And I love that. I love that type of customer because the standard is high. Dealing with a customer like that, they're not gonna complain about a high priced item because they themselves are high priced and top dollar. So she was like, she pulled the journal out of her Prada bag. So this specific Got Rhymes journal has been featured in a Prada bag. She was like, it's right here, and put it right back in her cute little purse. I said, look at God. So if you go on my website, and not if, but when you go on my website and you look at my hold on, let me see. When you go on my website and you look at my Got Rhymes page, you're gonna see, because I also had got an idea Fashion Week. They did not allow like color bags, even though her bag was it was like a gold, it was gold. And it wasn't clear. The dress code required for you to have a clear bag. So I'm like, she was high end. Oh, excuse me, journal was in a Prada bag. The dress code was clear. I'm thinking. So then I'm like, I need to put my bags, my journals for my next photo shoot or, some type of campaign. I need to have my journals in a clear designer pouch. So this is where I got this design from. When you go to my website, you will see that on there. But that's where I got this idea from. And I ended up putting my journals. I went online and I searched for clear designer handbags. And I just made images of my journals inside of clear handbags, clear luxury handbags, to up the ante, to up the the value. And now I can't stop thinking about high-end customers putting my journals in their expensive purses. Like, I cannot stop thinking about it. That's what I want for my brand. I don't care. I want all the women who have the luxury handbags, the little small cute ones, put my journal inside of it. I love that for y'all, and I love that for my brand. I love that for me, and I love that. So now that was one of my customers that inspired me over Fashion Week. And then the other customer, she bought this journal because this was her one of these butterflies. I don't remember which one she said, but these are her one of these butterflies. I was gonna say birds. One of these butterflies on here is her favorite butterfly, and she ended up having on this cute lime green dress that went so well with this blue and lime green. It's always gonna be top tier, just a FYI. But then I had another customer over the first Friday weekend whom she was telling me 2 weeks before she met me and came across my journals that she was thinking about writing. And because she wants to share her story with her grandchildren. My journals, not only can they're versatile. Not only can they be luxury, high end for the luxury woman on the go, the humble Christian woman also loves my journals. Then one of my customers that bought Flower Power at Kansas City Fashion Week, she wanted me to have a Christian collection, and it's crazy because even before she mentioned that, my new fall collection, that's why I said this is God's dream. All of my journals are religious based, faith based. So I'm like, yeah, my fall collection, they're religious because she got a Bible group. But back to the other lady, she mentioned how she want to start writing her story down so her grandchildren can know who she was. And she bought my journal and getting ready to start leaving her legacy with my journal. And then she expressed the values of writing and how important it is for her, and her testimony about how she had a stroke. This is deeper than just a journal. And that's why people be mad and hating, because they see the love that's in my business. You know what I mean? And they cannot believe that people see value in something this little bitty and what they would say is mundane or irrelevant and insignificant. In they mind, how she thinks she finna make all this money and make this impact over these little petty little journals? I can go get one of them from Walmart for da 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 da. It's not about that, boo. It never was about that. If you can go get it from Walmart, go get it from Walmart. I'm not Walmart, and my vision and my mission statement is not like them. Whoever invented Walmart is long gone. So you can go to them. They had that well established. But my brand, I have a specific type of consumer base, and my customers, they're high value and they're believers in God. I know my audience. They don't complain about my price, because when they meet me, they automatically connect me and my brand with the vision of God. They associate it with God. That's the first thing that come out of a lot of their mouths. And they're also very cute. They're very demure. They're very sophisticated, and they carry themselves with class. That's my customer base. I know my customer. That's all I experienced purchasing my journals, and everybody that purchased it was a believer in God. They had faith. And so that's just two testimonies. And then the man who bought the one and was like, oh, I'm buying this one because he got a plan on it. And the first thing he said was, I'm going to support the cause. Like, you're going to support the cause? And I'm big on words. Like, I'm big on words. Like, I listen to what people say, because that's how we communicate. You're going to support the cause. That means that he didn't say I'm going to support the effect. He's basically, him being supporting the cause is the effect. That's why I'm saying, like, when it comes to business and purpose and passion, like, it's deep. It ain't just a transaction for me. This is an impact. This is a long-term relationship that I am developing with somebody that is an extension of myself through my creativity. And through that, we're bonding it with my business, but we're able to talk about fashion. We're able to think higher, elevate ourselves. We're able to talk about God. We're able to communicate and support one another, compliment one another, and happily uplift one another without a problem. That is my fan base. That is my customer. My customer is not going to tell me that's too expensive, because the same customer shopping with me is going to shop with another brand, and they got something from that company that they love buying, that they're going to buy no matter how high it is. And once it go on sale, when it go on sale, they're going to buy it in bulk. And then if it ain't on sale, they're still going to go buy it full price if they have to. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something that I've been accepting and learning and appreciating about my business, is the longevity within it, the impact that it has. And one of my and then another customer I wanted to talk about, and I really value the men that support my business too, because a lot of the men that have supported my business, the ones that supported it, keep in mind, that's what I said, the men that have supported, they ain't flirting. They literally are customers. Like, they're not flirting. They're not trying to talk to me and ask for my number on the side. They really respecting my creativity and the hustle. I put all my journals on in their face, and they looking at them and picking the one that best fits their visual and their vision. And I respect that, and I appreciate that. You know what I mean? And so it makes the transaction more than just money, which The money is the effect, you know what I mean? But the cause of it is bigger. And them doing that, that is what business really is about. That's how something grows, through the transaction of love and support and reciprocity. That's how it grow. Don't nothing grow when you trying to bring it down. So, and I want to talk about another customer that I experienced. And she was, oh my goodness, I love her. Like, I love all my customers, but she was different too. And but she was like hippie but sophisticated. She had like a hippie chill personality. She was a tech major. Uh and she had her nails real. She had it's the stilettos. Yeah, she had the stiletto tip nails. They was girl, I'm not finna play. But she had stiletto pointed nails. And she had on these cute glasses, and she had her cute Kate Spade purse. And then she also had Kate Spade earrings. She even went to Kate Spade's funeral. And she was a Kansas City native. Get back.
I know you did not.
I did, because why would you do that? And I'm talking about something that I'm passionate about.
Her Kate Spade.
Yeah, and I'm a fan of Kate Spade. I love me some Kate Spade. Now, I ain't bought a bunch of Kate Spade, but I know Kate Spade be having her pieces, and I follow her collection sometimes. You know, I love, and I looked at Kate Spade's homes in New York, and she had a nice house here in Kansas City. Her style was very eclectic. So I have a deep appreciation for Kate Spade, and her story was very tragic, and rest in peace to her. But I did love Kate Spade as a designer. And so the connection that I was able to have with my customer in that moment, it was just, you know, you cannot replace that. You know, you can't buy it. Or nor replace it. It's moments like that that I'm gonna forever remember, because I didn't just sell you something. I got to know you. I got to relate with you. I got to connect with you. I got to bond with you, hear you out in the midst of me making a financial transaction with you. You're a customer and a client and a friend. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I looked at that. And it just, you know, you can't pay me to want to work for somebody else. Now, I will work with people, but to work for you, I can't do that, because I'm an entrepreneur and I'm passionate about products that I make. And I get joy out of the joy that my products bring to my clients. And I also get joy from bonding with them in the process of sharing what I love as well. You know what I'm saying? Being able to see how we relate and how we connect. And the more now, like, I have my faithful customers who are very Christian, you know, very reserved. I have my luxury, high-end, sophisticated Prada bag wearing, you know, Chanel bag wearing, Fendi bag wearing client. And I have my hippie, intelligent, free-spirited client. And every last woman, that's what I'm saying. It just makes me so happy. But every last woman that I just described is myself. I literally look at it like I design, even though I design these journals, I design them based off of what I like, but I know it's somebody else out there that'll like it just like I do. So I'm designing it for people like myself. I see myself in my customers. Oh, the battery. So I just, yeah, I love my business. I love my entrepreneurship. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Like, and it's also not to mention like the clients. Let's talk about the impact and the effect that my business and me being an entrepreneur, what that has on my family. You know, my mom and my sister came with me, and all of them was able to come in an environment that was beautiful. Kansas City Fashion Week was beautiful. Everybody was cute, dressed up, fancy, doing a big one too. Red carpets out, beautiful vibe and experience. Entrepreneurs and designers. It was just eclectic. You know, I loved it. I loved it. And they got to experience that and they loved it. And then the first Fridays events, they get to see me perform and they get to be in environments where people are putting on for the community and creating these experiences where people can come together and have a good time and all positivity. And then when I went and just sold my journals during the weekends, my family gets to see how I do business and how I operate on another side instead of just me being family, you know, being at home, being Ronisha. They get to see me be a businesswoman, which they get to see a side of me that, you know, they can appreciate too. And then they also get to engage with my customers just like I do. And then that gives my customers the insides of how I do business. It's a family business. You know, and then my mom and my sisters, they get to also learn certain things through experiencing it with me. They get to be, you know, and my mama, that's the most important thing that I wanted to express too when it came to the feedback that I received from my mama. She was talking about she gave me some feedback about like our shift that we work, and she said to herself, wow, that was fun. It was easy. And a lot of people look at life and work like it has to be hard and difficult. I sold 7 journals in a matter of probably 3 or 4 hours. Sold 7 journals and earned like 140. I didn't clock in. I'm selling my own creation, working less hours. My family get to have fun with me while I'm doing it. And I can go and do it anytime I feel like doing it. I get to meet brilliant people. I get to meet beautiful spirits. And these are things I can reflect on when when people hating. I reflect on, like I brought up all that negativity. Don't get it twisted. I have the positive experiences are going to always outweigh the bad, and the love that I have for my customers and getting to know their personalities, like it just starts to get deep. It makes everything, it makes it better. So when my mama had when she expressed to me that working with me was fun, that was just like another light bulb that went off. Ding, ding, ding. The word fun. That's how I feel about it. It's fun. And that's how you make a good long-term business. You have to have fun. You know what I mean? It's fun making money. It's fun creating your own products. It's fun going out and selling them, regardless of who's hating. Because what makes it fun is, even the people that tell me no, they don't want to buy a journal. Okay, I don't give a damn. I'm going to move on, and I know that somebody else is going to want to buy it, even if you don't. And then I know a few people, this one lady going to tell me she didn't have a need for a journal. This lady told me she didn't have a need for a journal, and I'm thinking in my head, like, watch her one day walk out the house, because this is how God work, and this is how I know this is going to happen. She gonna be walking out the house, have a little bag, and she gonna think to herself like, dang, when she goes somewhere, I need to write this. She gonna like, I need something I can write in that's small enough to fit in my bag, and da. And she gonna be like, I remember I met that lady that was selling them journals, and I told her I didn't have a need for it. That's how God work. When you working for God and when you working with God, the people that tell you no, He eventually put you in their mind for later, because you told her no when you had the means to interact and engage with her. She ain't out here selling You know, she ain't trying to make you get join no independent business. You know how they be making you join them. You'll go to like a seminar or something, and then they'll try to make you sign up and pay $100 some a month, and then you gotta sell their products. I ain't doing that. I'm not asking y'all to join. uh I ain't gonna call it a Ponzi scheme, but I ain't asking y'all to join nothing like that. I'm just promoting my own business. But the no's, I don't worry about them. Like I said, they gonna come back. That's just how I move, and that's just what I know. They're gonna come back because I know my idea is brilliant. It ain't just about, like I said, the journal. It's also about the impact that the journal has. It's, yeah, you can go to Walmart and go get you a $2 journal. Yeah, you can go to Family Dollar. Yeah, you can go, but you're not gonna get the same experience coming from me. You're not gonna get it custom made like this. It's not gonna be 5 by 5. You're not gonna have a beautiful picture of somebody on the inside, and then you're not gonna be able to go to the website and listen to some dope ass motherfucking music by the person that designed the journal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an experience, boo. I'm an experience. Once you buy my journal, you have to explore the rest of my brand. This is a lifetime commitment. Like, once you in with Ronnie Marsalis, once you in the Angel Squad, you can't go nowhere. That's just what it is. You're a customer for life. Even if you're a dormant customer, you'll be back once you get yourself together. Once you get your mind right, you coming back. That's just how that go. You know what I'm saying? And I know that because I know my value, and I know the value of my product, and I know the value of my customer service, and I know the value of my brand and the value of the experience that I provide. So that's just been my what's the word for it, my epiphany that I've been, and my reflections that I've been having throughout the week, the 2 weeks that I haven't been live streaming. But like I said, this Thursday, I will be performing again on live, but I just didn't get to perform on live today because my iPad is acting ghetto. So I'm gonna have to delete a bunch of apps from it because I think it's talking about space. Yeah, that's the problem. It's talking about space. So I'm about to delete a bunch of apps off of here, and then that way when I live stream, um it's playing my motion graphics on there, and I'm also be able to have my mic and stuff hooked up, and it won't cut my broadcast off, because that's what it did. But y'all, I've been on for 2 hours, and it's always a time. I always love live streaming for long periods of time with my Angel Squad. Even if it's just two of y'all on here, it's gonna be thousands of us on here. You know what I'm saying? We not small right now. The internet is just trying to block us, but it's a big crew of Angel members. It's a big crew of Angel Squad members, and it's gonna be a lot of us pretty soon. We just got to get connected and get put in the right position. You know what I'm saying? And eventually we gonna all be in the same rooms, and I'm gonna be performing live, cause that's just what's about to happen. I'm not stopping till, and I even when that happen, I'm not stopping. It's gonna keep going. We're gonna keep on, you know, gathering, keep on having shows, keep on having events, keep on live streaming, keep on making journals. All that's gonna keep on going. So I'm gonna see y'all on Thursday, because I'm getting ready to get off, because I do have class tomorrow. So I'm gonna get off of live and I'm getting ready to delete a bunch of stuff off of this iPad so I can. What's this? I'm about to delete a bunch of stuff on my iPad so I can be able to live stream next week. Not next week, but on Thursday without all these malfunctions. But peace out, Angel Squad. I love y'all. And until the next time, thank you to everybody who has dedicated their time, energy, and attention to me to listen to me talk. It means so much to me, and I do not take it for granted. Make sure you visit www.ronniemarsalis.com. Get you a copy of my God Rhymes Writers Journals and listen to my new music and join my music video for Show Me waiting list, the premiere waiting list. And until Thursday, peace out.